Aloha, everyone, and welcome back to the program. Question: can one be mod and still sing the blues? Well, when it comes to Rod Stewart and Faces, yeah, he can, they can, it can. I don't really know how to answer that question, singular or plural, but you know what I'm talking about. Anyway, please like, share, comment, and subscribe because, man, it's just good shit. And after all, it's just what we do.
To tell you that you look like a fella, but you really shouldn't wear your hair that long. Red lip, hair and fingernail, I guess you're a mean old Jezebel. Let's go upstairs and read my tarot card. Stay with me, 'cause tonight you're gonna stay with me. very kindly.
So once again, we're dipping into our Let's Rock folder to bring you this really cool track. Now, in case my intro question confused you a little bit, do allow me to explain. In the late 1950s and early 1960s in England, there broke out a culture war of sorts between the mods and the rockers. You may have heard of them. Now, the mods, the modernists, they liked Italian clothing, really like neat, clean styles. They liked the music of modern jazz and Motown, soul, and British R&B. Their favorite bands were The Who, The Small Faces, and the Yardbirds. Now, the rockers, they wanted to be Marlon Brando, but on scooters and not real bikes. They liked jeans and leather jackets, boots. They were mostly from working class families, and they liked their early rock and roll and R&B from artists like Gene Vincent and Eddie Cochran, Bo Diddley. And actually, you don't want to think about it. Maybe I should have asked, could the English rockers at the time also sing the blues? Because I think the mods already had it figured out, at least with the Yardbirds anyway. But Stay With Me was written by Rod Stewart and guitarist Ron Wood, and was included on the band's third studio LP, A Nod Is As Good As a Wink to a Blind Horse, that was released in 1971. And the Faces began in 1969 with Rod Stewart and Ron Wood, who, of course, went on to become a member of the Rolling Stones. That's Ron Wood. I might have said Rod. Ron Wood. And they were joined by Ian McLagan on keyboards, Ronnie Wood on bass, and drummer Kenny Jones. And I can see once again, I've confused you, right? I started talking about the Faces and then the Small Faces, and now we're right back where we started from. So again, let me take you back. Now, the Small Faces actually preceded the Faces and was started in 1965 by singer and guitarist Steve Marriott. By Steve Marriott, Ronnie Lane, Kenny Jones, and keyboardist Jimmy Winston. Now, Ian McLagan ended up replacing Winston in 1966. Marriott left the band in 1969 to form Humble Pie. And that's when Rod Stewart and Rod Wood came on board. They ended up dropping the small in the name. That band lasted until 1975. And of course, now we're all caught up. Hope that helps. Now, Rod Stewart has always had this reputation of being kind of a soft rock, pop, sort of a middle-of-the-road singer, which he has been, and to tremendous success. But, before all that, he got to start with Long John Baldry, the Jeff Beck Group, and of course, with Faces. And with that raspy voice, he has always been just a great rock and roll and a great blues singer, even though he really just hasn't done it enough. And Stay With Me is just a great blues tune. Traditional? Well, it does have a 4/4 time signature. Traditional. It is built on a 12-bar blues progression, which of course is very traditional. And it's a story about a one-night stand. And what could be more blues than that, right? And in this blues tale, Rod Stewart and Ron Wood are continuing the tradition of Willie Dixon and Muddy Waters. They are the seventh son of the seventh son. They are John the Conqueror. And speaking for the pair, Rod Stewart has the power to get the girl and the strength not to need her. And you know what? He's not pulling any punches either. He's coming straight out, letting everybody know there's no future for this pair. In the morning, don't say you love me, because I'll only kick you out of the door. Now, this is a man in charge of the situation. In fact, our hero has done her a favor, and he's letting her know about it. Won't need too much persuading. I don't mean to sound degrading, but with a face like that, you got nothing to laugh about. Now, some of you listening won't think too much of our protagonist, but he does offer her some assistance at the end. Yeah, I'll pay your cab fare home. You can even use my best cologne. Just don't be there in the morning when I get up. And by the way, before we start judging people, was she really a victim? You know what? Because I'm not too sure she was a good girl to begin with. Red lips, hair, and fingernails. I hear you're a mean old Jezebel. Let's go upstairs and read my tarot cards. Now, come on, let's be honest here. We're not taking her home to meet mom. Not this kind of girl. Dad? Maybe, but not mom. By the way, if you'd like to hear Rod Stewart sing a similar song but from a different perspective, or let's say you have to write an essay about the duality of characters in popular music for your history of rock class. I had to do that some years back. Comparing Stay With Me to Maggie May might be kind of fun and might get you a good grade on your class. Anyway, that's all I got for you, folks. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. And we'll see you next time. Y'all take care, all right?